That's the $1 million question. Well, one way that the thing to remember is that content has to be in service of a story. And that story needs to usually align to media coverage as well. So one way of checking that it's making sense for your audiences is to look at the outlets themselves and to see where they're making investments, because that is a de facto indicator, if you like, of the content that's making sense for their audiences. The other thing, though, is that we've seen more of an evolution in terms of how to create content that is reaching your audiences. So there's this theory that we are all human. So it doesn't matter which channels you're using, or you can be clever with your channels, because it doesn't matter if you're B2B or B2C, we're all human and we're all digesting those stories very regularly. Great. There's also this idea of using data either as a hook or to be able to adapt and optimize your content. Also really important, absolutely. If you're not doing it, you should be doing it. But more than that, there is this idea of showing up with cultural relevance that I think is more important than ever. That is not necessarily some massive bit of shiny creative, although we do enjoy that. It's not necessarily some sort of tactic like a microsite. It's really about figuring out what ground you want to stand. So that could be something like where you are on the economic recovery and your point of view, or it might be something more like an enduring topic around sustainability, like waste or the digital skills gap. The idea is that the evolution of the permitted narrative for a company is very much in full swing. So I think that obviously what we've seen is a massive amount of content, and a lot of that is loads of really helpful information, a lot of disinformation, and sometimes false information. So the way that we like to think about content is to help avoid what we call a coherence crash. So that's helpful to think about in terms of long form content as well as short form content. So long form, for example, it helps us to make sense of things at the moment. And we kind of want to be helped through those kind of longer opinions. So things like bylines, hearing from execs, podcasts, etc. Short form content. Short form, it kind of helps normalize things for us and helps us kind of keep calm. So things like meme culture, it's always nice for a bit of humor. Social media viral challenges, and also the unbelievable amount of very creative online collaboration and videos that we've seen as well. So I think that's the thing to remember for us, is that content can help make sense and help keep things coherent right now. Well, I've learned two things. One is about our industry and about the freedom of press that we have in the UK. I think, whether you agree or disagree with what's being said, I think the freedom of press to a greater or lesser extent has been hard won in this country, and it's very useful right now for all of us. And I think the other thing that I've really learned more personally is that when we're pushed, we've always got more. There's always more. We can be more creative, we can be more connected, we keep bringing more ideas, more advice. There's always more. We can always dig deep, and we've been doing some of the best work we've ever done right now. So yeah, it makes me very, very proud of our team. That we've always got more.